ask everybody for a second of silence for all the people over in Paris that lost their lives yesterday. So let's get a minute of silence here, please. All right, let's get going here. My name's Steve Van Doren. I'm with Van Shoes. My father, Paul Van Doren, started Vans back 49 years ago. And just to let you all know, we're from Boston. I was born here. My dad left when I was 8 years old. He was 33. Went to California and decided to start a shoe company. And today, 49 years later, we're very excited here to come and help get this skate park going here. Today's a long expected day for skaters, for Massachusetts Department of Conservation and Recreation, for the many donors and above Charles River Conservancy who never gave up their vision. I think I can speak for everyone. I saw how glad everybody's here to be today and be persistent to get this job done. We'll be hearing today from Peter Lynch, Boston area skater Andy MacDonald, Boston Mayor Marty Walsh, Cambridge Mayor David Mayer, Massachusetts Senator Sal DiDomenico, Massachusetts Representative and Cambridge City Councilman Tim Toomey, DCR Deputy Commissioner Matthew Sisk, and our Vans legend skateboarder Tony Alva and Ray Barbee. And the Conservative founder, President Renata who made this all happen. I got the pleasure of meeting her several years ago with Ryan DeWitt, and that's why we're here today, so we can get the skate park open and rolling along. First, however, the brass players of Boston Landmark Orchestra will play fanfare for the common man in honor of Carol Lynch. Afterward, Peter Lynch will speak, so please take it away. much. I'd like to ask Peter Lynch to please step forward.
Some of the younger members of the Lynch family here. Catherine, a great skater. Luke, a great skater. And Eric, a great skater. It's a great day for our family. A great day for my wife, Carolyn. She always believed in education. Part of education is self-esteem, self-confidence. My self-esteem's gone up just walking around this place. I can't believe what this can do for people. This is one of the nicest parks in the Commonwealth, North Point Park. This will create people that come to the park. We have one of the nicest bridges in the Commonwealth, the pedestrian bridge. It's a great success for our community. It's going to be great for children. Anybody that can learn this skill, these are great athletes, very hard to do, great adults, have some fun. There's no place to do this in the city of Boston. It's the largest one in the Northeast. It's a great success. It's a wonderful thing. We're so proud of our family. Thank you so, so much.
Next up, I'd like to invite up Andy MacDonald, local Boston pro skateboarder. Andy MacDonald.
Good morning, Boston. Yeah, I'm a professional skateboarder, Andy MacDonald, born and raised Boston, Massachusetts, Melrose, Somerville, and Newton. And then it got cold and I left. I've been in San Diego, California, kind of the hub for skateboarding, and a lot warmer than it is in Boston for the past 22 years. I got tired of waiting for Boston to build a public skate park, so I went to San Diego 22 years ago. But very proud and honored to be up here today to help usher in a new era in Boston area skateboarding with this beautiful park we have here behind me. A couple quick thank yous. First to the Lynch family and the Lynch Family Foundation for getting things started with a bunch of money a long time ago, many years ago. And then Renata from Tscharner and the Charles River Conservancy for starting things off all those years ago and following through. It's not often that you see a non-profit build a public skate park. So those guys are here. It's been a long time. As we all know, it's been a long time coming, but a long wait for this day. And even these next couple hours is going to be a long wait, so I'll try and keep it going. The Massachusetts Department of Recreation for co-hosting this event and for running the park from today forward. And finally for Steve and Doren and Vans Corporation for sponsoring this event. Steve, I ran into him yesterday and he was unloading boxes. Hey Steve, what's in the boxes? He's like, free stuff. People like free stuff, right? So give it up for Steve and Doren and Vans for bringing us free stuff. Part of what I get to do as a professional skateboarder is travel all over the world and help do this, open up brand new public skate parks. I've seen firsthand the positive impact that skateboard parks can have on a community, and in particular the skateboarding community. Boston area skateboard community has been without a public skate park since its inception. And I have friends that have been skating in the Boston area since the mid-1970s, and they've been waiting 30 years plus for a place that kids can congregate and come and skate in a safe and fun and positive environment. And that's what this Lynch Family Skatepark is all about. It took the work of dozens of volunteers and skateboarders and designers to get this place off the ground and get it built. Designers like Ken Russell and Mike McIntyre from Stantec, working closely with the Charles River Conservatory. As you walk around this park, those who are lucky enough that got a tour this morning, you'll notice there's something for all levels of riding. This stage that we're standing on is for kind of simulate street skating, the handrails and the stairs. As a kid growing up, every Sunday I'd come into town and we'd skate all over town and play a fun game of cat and mouse over at the Boston City Hospital. If you look over to your left, out in front of this emergency room in Boston City Hospital, there's these brick volcanoes, and it's part of like the air system at the building there. And this is a replica of this brick volcano we used to skate in front of the Boston City Hospital, and it's a kind of a tribute to the skate scene and the skate culture of Boston. Because if you grew up skating here, chances are you went and played cat and mouse with the security guards out front of the emergency room. And now you don't have to anymore. Now you can come here and skate it all day. At the front of the park, you might have noticed a little nod to the tortoise and the hare, a reference to Nancy Schoen's sculpture down at Copley Park, another famous Boston skate scene area over at Copley. Grew up skating there as well. So again, I'm going to try and keep things rolling today, and it's my honor to introduce to you Boston Mayor Walsh.
I'd like to bring up Mayor of Cambridge right here where the park is, and Mayor.
Good morning, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here with all of you. And I just want to take a quick minute and thank, first of all, the Lynch family. We appreciate your support and your drive in this. And I also want to thank the Charles River Conservancy and Renata for your leadership and your vision in taking an area of our community and reimagining what it could be. And I think that's what we're here to celebrate today. To be able to take an area that really was underutilized, here we are underneath this bridge and off-ramp, and to say that this could be a great park where people of all ages could come and really have a great time. So I am just delighted on behalf of my colleagues in city government, and I want to take a quick minute to recognize City Councilor Leland Chung, who has his skateboard with him today. City Councilor Mark McGovern, who's with us. Former Mayor and State Representative Alice Wolf, who is with us today. And we are, and I am joined, and you will hear by another Cambridge City Councilor and State Representative Tim Toomey, who this is part of his district, so we're delighted to have Tim's support today. But this is a great day for the city of Cambridge. It's a great day for the city of Boston. And we'll even give accolades to our friends in Somerville right across the way here. Great to be with everybody. Thank you.
All right, coming along here. I'd like to introduce now, if I could, please, the Massachusetts Senator Sal DiDomenico, please.
Good morning, everyone. It's great to be with all of you today. If you remember, during the groundbreaking ceremony, we had torrential rain. And today we have high winds, but the crowds are still here because you know how important this park is to our community. I grew up literally yards away from this location. And when I was a kid, we were told not to come to this part of the city. There was nothing good that came out of here. It was an industrial brownfield. It was a place that was not meant for kids or families. And today, through the work of so many people, this is the fruits of their labor. And I want to give special thanks, as we all have, to Peter Lynch and the Lynch Family Foundation for their amazing work making this happen today. Fans, of course, for their support and the support going forward. And the Charles River Conservancy. When you talk about a person who gets things done, Renata is the top of the list. Renata is a tenacious advocate. Tenacious advocate for our families and for our children in our community. and the passion she shows is evident here today. I'm not going to speak too long because we want to get all these kids here on this skate park soon. So the best advice I give politicians is know when you're ahead and just give up and say have a great day. So happy to have you all here today. Thank you very much.
Great. Next up, I'd like to introduce, if we could get Tim Toomey. He's the Massachusetts representative of Cambridge City Council.
Morning, everyone. It certainly is a great day to be here with all of you, especially the young kids that are going to be utilizing this facility. We've come a long way. We've had many groundbreakings over the years, Renata and Peter Lynch and many others. And one of those groundbreakings, Renata gave me this time, skateboards on. I said, when we have the opening of the park, the day I'm unaware that Peter Lynch also has his on today. In a special way, I just want to thank the Lynch family, in a special way to remember his late wife, Caroline, who was also the driving force behind this facility that we have here today. The Lynch family has been so instrumental in so many endeavors to the children of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and we are deeply indebted to the Lynch family for their continued support in all endeavors. And of course, Renata is a great friend of ours, a Cambridge resident, and has been trying to think of a polite word to say, really, she's right there all the time, and you can't say no to Renata. Whether it's City Hall or the State House, Renata is there advocating, and she's done a fantastic job. So, hats off to Renata. Thank you for all she's done. Enjoy this great facility. Thank you.
Our next speaker will be Matthew Sisk. He's the DCR Deputy Commissioner.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Matthew Sisk. I'm the Deputy Commissioner at the Department of Conservation and Recreation. Before I go into my prepared remarks, it's a great irony that I'm here today. Prior to my appointment, I worked at the U.S. General Services Administration. For those of you who don't know, they're the owner and caretaker of all federal property. So I spent a good deal, or an inordinate amount of my time asking skaters to leave federal property. So I am glad to be here today to welcome you all to the newest part of our inventory of the skate park. So it's my pleasure to be speaking here today on behalf of Governor Baker, Lieutenant Governor Polito, and Secretary Beaton, who many of you may know took a jump in the Charles River this year, the Conservancy's very successful community swim. I don't think he'd be doing it today. We're here today to celebrate the home for a previously unrepresented athlete in our recreational arena. After all, the R in DCR stands for recreation. DCR is the steward of the Charles River Parkland and is now the owner and operator of this skate park as well. DCR is co-hosting this public event today, and what a great turnout. We look forward to working with the skating community to make the skate park the success that it deserves to be. Additionally, we took this parkland over from Mass DOT, who will remain involved due to the need for the access for the freeway above us. As the Charles River Conservancy knows, there have been numerous, 10 in fact, over the last 11 years, DCR commissioners and almost as many EEA secretaries on this skate park project. I applaud the CRC for their tenacity and patience in bringing all of us together to make this vision a reality to benefit all of us. Such public-private partnerships are crucial to DCR and a cornerstone practice of the Baker administration. We look forward to collaborating on many other projects and public events with the Charles River Conservancy. And as you know out there, we want to work, and many of you who may want to work with us in the future on such things in our parklands. The skate park is an example of the power of the collaboration between state and nonprofit partners. We are also grateful that Vans has committed to 7 years of maintenance payments to the DCR of the $1.5 million that they already gave towards the skate park. So DCR is pleased to accept the transfer of skate park ownership from the CRC, free and open use to the public. Thank you very much. And now it is my honor to ask Van's Vice President Steve Van Doren to speak once more. Thank you.
Okay, now we want to see if we can get up, introduce Tony Alva, Ray Barbee, Andy MacDonald, Nora, come on up here with the Yes Kids.
Good morning. My name is Tony Alva. I'm from Los Angeles, California. And even though I'm a little thin-skinned, I got some layers on today, and I'm really happy to be here and be a part of this. I was here at the groundbreaking, and the weather was pretty intense on that day, so today we're blessed. And God has given us an opportunity, and it's something to share with the kids and with the community, and everything here that's happening today is a miracle. This is a sanctuary. It's not just for skateboarders, it's for the entire community. It's for the kids, it's for their parents, it's for all generations of kids, including myself, big kid. And what I wanted to say is that we have an organization, the Youth Enrichment Services, and there's some kids here that did some work, and we wanted to reward them for their services as well as have them being involved in today. And I just want to say that, you know, from my experience is that skateboarding gave me something that I was finally good at, and skateboarding and surfing has always been a big part of my life. It has a spiritual path, you know, that really gives you something, what we would call equanimity in life, which is a spiritual balance, you know. And basically skateboarding saved my life. I was one of those kids that was always getting into trouble, that was doing a lot of crazy stuff based on my ambition, and it led me down some paths that were pretty destructive, but at the same time, I made it here. I'm 58 years old, I'm a professional skateboarder. I've basically been clean and sober for almost 10 years of my life. And I can tell you, you know, just from genetically that I was dispossessed. I just had some, you know, some bad habits in my life that came basically from my upbringing. But the bottom line is that I had the courage to change, and the courage to change is something that's really big in this world today. The only thing that we can really change is ourselves. And I just wanted to share that with you guys and let you know that by helping the community, give the kids a sanctuary, you give those children a chance to experience something that's willingness and faith and the courage to change. And the courage to change is a big deal. And we're going to change not only our environment, but the attitude that the youth has towards each other and towards the entire community. So thank you very much for having me here as part of this. And I don't know if I'm down with the program, but we're going to give some boards to the kids, and hopefully the kids will be up here, and we'll be able to present them with something that will keep them motivated and keep them moving in a positive direction. And I also want to thank Vans and the Lynch Family Organization, and of course Renata, for being diligent and not giving up the dream no matter what. Because basically, you know, we all have a dream, and that dream is for all of us to be happy and healthy and free. And that's the message today. So thank you very much for letting me share that.
And so, through Skateboarding for Good, we'd like to present this, we're gonna hook these guys up, some new skateboards, so they have a board to ride in the new park. Congratulations, you guys. Thanks for all your hard work. Get a little photo op real quick.
You out of here? Yeah. Take care of Tyler, will you?
Bye, Anna. Thank you.
All right, it's me again. How you doing? In case you came in late, we're gonna open a skate park up today. First of all, we want to let everybody know after we're done, we've got barbecue over there for everybody. Everything's free today. All right, so we got a hat on the Lynch Family Skatepark. We got t-shirts, I figured from California, I better make it long sleeve because we're in Boston. That was a good move. So at least the first 1,000 to get the long sleeve ones. We're gonna go there. So afterward we have tents, or there was tents and they blew away. So we have some tables on the left side that's gonna have the shirts or the hats over there. Please stop by and see our crew from Vans. On the right side, we're gonna have some hamburgers and hot dogs and drinks that we'll have out here all afternoon. In just a second here, we're gonna get this park opened up. But I want to thank everybody who's involved. I want to thank California Skate Parks. Joe. Joe's in the audience here somewhere over this way. Joe, come over here and stand up here for a second, would you? All right. Joe Salighi is a great friend of mine, and Renata hired the right guy. Got this job done with his crew, Bill, everybody that was out here at DCR made this happen. But thank you very much, Joe. Tell me a little bit about the skate park.
The skate park is absolutely amazing. It's been a great time being here in Boston. Stan Tech, Ken, and Mike McIntyre did a great job. Bill Manadio, the California Skate Park crew, Valley Crest, all of us working hard together. And it's all for you guys. And we're going to be missing being out here. Have a great time. But it's one of the best parks we built. Thank you very much.
Well, we saved the best for last. This is the lady that's been involved getting this done. I'd like to introduce, and proud to call him a friend of mine, friend of everybody here in Cambridge, Renata. Bonjour, please come on up here.
What a day that is. Thank you all for coming. I think that is it's a day of gratitude. It's a Thanksgiving a little bit early. As I look over this beautiful park, I realize what it took to create that. There were hundreds of volunteers, about 400 skaters who did some design work on it. It took hundreds of people contributed. Everybody who contributed money to that skate park, raise your hand. Wow. Anybody who contributed a design idea to that skate park, raise your hand. Wow. Wonderful. And then it took, of course, hundreds to execute the work, to design it, to build it, to test it. I made a list of people. I got close to 1,000 people who were involved in creating this skate park. I promise I won't read the list. But all of you know what part you played. And maybe you haven't played a part yet, but you're going to enjoy the park. And you're going to show the youth of Boston that is coming along what a skate park can be. An environment we can all share and enjoy together. So thank you all for helping to make that happen. As to financial contributions, on the wall over there towards EF are some panels that list every donor, and we probably got it wrong, so let us know if we made a mistake, didn't include you, and the donors who gave $5,000 and more will be engraved on the donor wall. So thank you all for making that happen, because without your help, we could not have done it. And what I see looking around is a beautiful, beautiful piece of art. And I want to acknowledge the people who created that piece of art physically. We heard that California Skate Park, they brought their expertise as the specialty subcontractor, because skate parks on the East Coast are still relatively new, so it was wonderful to have their expertise help. Valley Crest was the general contractor, very capable, and they delivered what they said they would. Thank you all also. Stantec was the engineering firm, and they merged not so long ago with Action Sport Design and brought the expertise of McIntyre and Canton Russell, who are both here. And that was a wonderful coming together of engineering skills and skateboarding skills. And they're owned by an insurance company, which also was very important. It was a very challenging task to build that. And then many experts had to work on the brownfield component, because we are standing here on a site that was a brownfield, so that meant a lot of testing, the white hazmat suits, and all the elements involved in that. But the Commissioner of the Department of Environmental Protection yesterday signed off, and so we're all well, and it's now a safe and wonderful place with the ownership of DCR. And it's beautiful, and I think it will be enjoyed by all who skate here and all who come and visit. And as Chris Wilkins of the Landmarks Orchestra demonstrated, this is really also a venue and a cultural site. Thank you for contributing your beautiful music, and we hope to have many more concerts and events here in addition to the skateboarding. And I'd like you to give a little bit of a background about the Charles River Conservancy. That our mission is to make the urban parklands from the harbor to the Watertown Dam more active, attractive, and accessible for all. And people sometimes wonder, what does a concrete skate park has to do with trees and swimming and pathways? Well, they all contribute to making those parklands accessible for everybody. And the board member who's here, Ron Axelrod, as a volunteer, with his expertise on the Big Dig, he's played a key role. Thank you, Ron. Where are you? I want you to raise your hand. Thank you for all your work. And I want to list also some of the other members of the wonderful team that put the state together and put the skate park together. Our project coordinator is Teresa Doren. She's Bobby Wood. She's around here. She was terrific. We have our Director of Development Communication, S.J. Port. She is coordinating all the press. Julia Giordano, Kelsey Carol O'Brien, Brent Whelan, John Smith, Evan Bradley, and above all, our steadfast owner's rep, Doug Russell. He is over there. Doug Russell, he was on this site pretty much daily during construction. Thank you, wonderful job doing that. And now he's off building 20 other skate parks in the Boston area. Go for it. So I want to thank you all for your work on doing that. But we all have to remember that it is only because of fans and the Lynch Foundation's contribution that all that was happening. And I also want to thank Katie Everett, the Executive Director of the Lynch Foundation, that helped us. Thank you all. And many trustees of the Lynch Foundation and obviously family members are here, and it makes a difference. But there is professional expertise, there's money, and then there is something else that we all learn in this process, and that is legal expertise, legal wisdom, and persistence. And the Charles River Conservancy has been very fortunate to have the help of Bob Fitzpatrick. And where is Bob Fitzpatrick? It's not possible that he's not here anymore. He must be here. Of Silverhale. And he's sitting right there with his hat on. And without his wisdom and the help of his firm, he could not have built this skate park. Thank you, Bob. Very much appreciate that. So, looking ahead with the Charles River Conservancy and now also with help of the Charles River Alliance, we hope to work with DCR, Mass DOT, Boston and Cambridge, and other river ambassadors and advocates on other public-private partnerships. These projects include permanent swimming location in the Charles, continuous pathways, cultural and recreational facilities, and other park improvements along the banks of the Charles. We were able to build a skate park. We have more parklands that have world-class potential. Let's not stop here. Let's go on and create wonderful parklands together. Well, I could be here another 3 minutes, as you know, but I have my son here. Where's my son Reynolds? He's about the tallest here. Where's my son Reynolds? And he thinks I should let you all skate, and he's over there. Here, Reynolds. I want to thank you because he introduced me to skateboarding. And he made me see what a wonderful sport that is. Thank you, Reynolds. I have such admiration for you athletes. You master a board on the wheels and you do it with such elegance. I always marveled how skateboarders respect each other and each other's achievement, and you're going to have plenty of that here. Today, on this park, I know your legendary skill will shine. And this is now your skate park, and we will have a great start. So we are getting close to ribbon cutting. So what I would like to do is to ask those people who have been working them, and I see the mayor of Boston has arrived, so be in for a treat.
Thank you very much, and it's a great honor to be here today. I want to thank the Charles River Conservancy for their great work. This project started a long time ago, and I was just talking to the mayor, and we were joking about whose land this actually is, and we were like, let them flip a quarter later on. But when we talk about regionalism, this is the spirit of regionalism. It's about making sure that we have a location that young and old can come, enjoy themselves, and skateboard. And it's such a great honor to be here today. This skateboard park is a tourist attraction. It's a place for health. It's a place for young people to come and enjoy themselves. I think the BRA made an allocation in 2004 for this park. Hopefully we can slow the time down now from doing things. I want to thank the elected officials on the stage here. I want to thank all the people that are here. I want to thank the Lynch family for their support of this, and I know that Peter spoke earlier today, and the Lynch family has been recognized, but Carolyn's here with us in spirit because I know that she was really a driving force to make sure this happens, and any time that I had a conversation with Carolyn Lynch, it was always about somebody else. It was always about young people, whether it was improving education, improving places for kids to come and play, places like this, the park. I want to thank the Lynch family for all they've done for our city and for this Commonwealth of Massachusetts. I could go on for a half an hour, but I'm getting some real dirty looks from some 4 young people in the front who they keep rolling their skateboard up, so I'm going to stop talking. I just want to thank everyone for coming out today and enjoy this beautiful location here in the Boston, Cambridge, and we're going to let Somerville use this as well. Thank you very much.
I told you he'd come. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Now my favorite part, the ribbon cutting ceremony. Let's bring this ribbon out. The part we've been waiting for. We have 3 pairs of scissors. Usually in ribbon cutting ceremonies I've done in the past, the ribbon's always a red ribbon, and the red ribbon exemplifies or signifies all the red tape that you have to cut through to get a skate park wheel. In Boston's case, they didn't make a red ribbon that big. So we went with the blue ribbon. Let's get the blue ribbon up here. Let's get some scissors, 3 pairs of scissors.
North Shore.